Okay, here we go. All right, guys. Welcome back to The Struggle with Candice Thompson. I'm Candice
That's
Thompson.
always good when a podcast starts with, okay, here we go.
Here we go. To be fair, I don't think I recorded that part. So I think the audience would have been none the wiser until you had to open up your big mouth.
Sorry.
That literally, I was just like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And from nothing. Like, I've no reason to be tired. I mean, mentally, I'm a little tired. I had to exert myself for a self-tape audition yesterday. And I actually executed it pretty well, considering, I had to, like, make myself cry. But I didn't get the tears out, but I got it enough to where it felt like I was crying. And the camera wasn't close enough so that they could see, oh, those aren't actual tears.
You didn't do
Drop.
The really bad edit, but now it's too much.
So anyway, I think I'm mentally and emotionally exhausted just from that. Anyway.
That takes a lot.
It does. It do. People don't understand. They think acting's easy. Come on, put a pin in that. You guys, welcome back to The Struggle with Candice Thompson. I am Candice Thompson. We are in the Quarantine Files. Normally, The Struggle is a podcast where I have my friends and we talk about things we're struggling with. But since everyone is struggling with the exact same things, if you're not struggling with these things, call in and let us know how you're not struggling with these. Because I'm curious. I would love to know. And also, don't call in. There's no number. I'm kidding.
Operators are not standing by.
Never have been. Don't call for it. I already did that. To my loyal listeners, thank you for coming back. If you have not subscribed to the podcast, make sure you do that. We're on all podcast platforms. We are also now, who's we? I'm also now posting on my personal YouTube channel the videos. If you want to watch, subscribe there. I'll be posting that link. Rate and review us on iTunes. And if you have not told someone about the struggle and you're listening to this regularly, do us a solid and pay it forward and tell somebody. Now I'm going to introduce, jokes by Candice on social media. Now I'm going to introduce my co-host, who looks very Afro-licious right now, Mal Hall.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. I was trying to think of something Afro-rific to say, and the only thing I could think of was like, all right, but that felt dumb. So I didn't do it.
All right.
Yeah, right on. Play on, player.
You have said it any whiter.
Exactly. I pronounce the ER in player. That's the kind of black I am. My website is malhall.com. My social media is @malhall. I'll be back on in about 3 weeks. And YouTube, Malhall TV. Candice, who is our guest?
Man, Mal and I are so excited to have this guy this week. He's not a stranger to the struggle. He's done it once before, and he was so fun. I was like, let's have this motherfucker back. Give it up for the hilarious comedian, Chaz Rodgers.
Hey.
Wow, stop. Wow. All right, sit down.
Chazman, where can everyone find you on social media?
I don't hardly ever post anymore, but if you want to just see old pictures of me smiling into the camera, you can go to I'm Chaz Rodgers on Instagram, and then YouTube, Laugh at Chaz.
Laugh at Chaz.
Where I am, you can always see me every week. I'm on Tony Baker's Daddy Issues Now podcast, so I'm there weekly. So there you can actually see me talking like a human and hiding in the shadows.
Man, everyone's got kids now. It's ridiculous. You, Mal, you have an accidental kid. Chaz, you have an accidental kid. That's how I feel kids should be. They should all be accidents. I think if you plan to have kids, you're an asshole. But anyway, continue.
If you plan a child, you're a psycho. Like, what are you doing?
I agree. Why would you bring somebody here? Like, this is fun. Like, especially
the first one.
Exactly.
Yeah. The second one should be planned.
The second one should just be out of spite.
I think if you had a kid on purpose, your life sucked before. I think if you were just like, I have nothing, I need something for love, there's something down in this world, like, what were you, what? No,
I agree. You're a selfish asshole. Everyone should be an accident.
I was living the best life before she came, and I was like,
Chaz, we're recording.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to mention that your daughter is a subscriber to this podcast. So she's going to hear all of this. And I'm not going to edit it out.
It's my payback for having to watch Baby Shark 1,000 times a day.
How old's your daughter?
She'll be 2 in November.
Oh, wow.
However many months that is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do math.
You're a good person because you didn't say, the number of months. My son
I can't do math anyway. So.
Yeah, I say he's one and some change.
Yeah. He's been one for a minute. That's how I used to
Yeah. She's been one for a while.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude.
What's the hardest part, Chaz, for you about having a kid in quarantine?
Well, actually, for me, it's actually not as bad anymore because I'm a selfish asshole. Let's just be upfront about this, okay? For those who don't know,
you're a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, so I leave every day to go to a studio to work. Right, I leave every day. Usually on the weekends also, but they're gone, so I'm here while they're gone. They think I'm at the studio working, but I'm here at home enjoying no family, all right? Because I'm a selfish asshole, all right? And so at the beginning of quarantine, it was tough because we couldn't work, the studio was shut down, and I was here every day. But it was kind of dope because I got to be with her every day. But after, like I said, the 1,000th day of Baby Shark, I was like, oh, we're starting up. And we weren't, but I was like, whatever. I just sit there and play games all day. And,
Studio's open, babe. I gotta go.
Geez, the boss is really coming down on me, all that good stuff, right? And then, so I would say the hardest part is now my wife, she has to be here and work during quarantine every day with the baby. That is awful. She don't give a shit if you work. She's banging on the door, doo-doo. That's what she calls Baby Shark, doo-doo, right? So I could be here and help out more, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
That's such the luxury of the man, of the dad. Like, that's such the luxury.
Yeah.
I want to be a deadbeat mom. Like, I could do that. Like, I could just go away. Like, I feel like I would kill it as a deadbeat mom.
Well, women, I think, you know what? I think you would also. But I think most women.
Thank you, Chad. That's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
And it was hard for me to say that. I think that most women care too much about things they shouldn't, like babies and other stuff. Men, they carry men on for way too long. Why?
He said we shouldn't like babies. We care about things that we shouldn't, like our kids and these men.
It's too much love. It's too much of a.
No, care. I know. It's like a burden. Like, I understand. Like, we were, that's how we were raised. But I think there is some biological reason for sure as to why we care about stuff like that. I don't know what it is.
Nature, that's a nature thing, though. It's like you
for
carry
sure,
this thing
biological for sure.
for 9 months. You're not just gonna drop it out and be like, please.
No, I'm not just talking about. I wish we could do that. I'm not just talking about kids. I'm talking about in general. We care about, like,
way too much.
For sure. Like, I have conversations with my guy friends, and like I go to their apartments and I'm like, why does your place look like this? Like, how do you live?
Who gives a shit?
Like, and I'm like, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if my place looked like your place.
Yeah.
I have a thing. I'm scared to sleep on, like, single guys. Like, I wouldn't go on their beds because I don't know when's the last time they washed their sheets. Like, I wouldn't know. I don't trust it.
Well, most likely, if a guy knows you're coming over, if he's over the age of 24, he changed his sheets. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Most likely, that was the only time I've ever changed mine was when I had.
Yeah.
When you know a girl's coming over.
when I was living in LA and Carlene, my fiance, was coming up, like, whenever I knew she was coming up is when I would do a deep clean in the house, and I was like, wow, this is nice. This, like, I could tell with, like, how long it took me to clean, like, the last time she came over.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like your semi-annual cleaning.
Yeah, I was like, she's like, it smells like cleaning, but why is that bleach? Yeah, I was cleaning. You're welcome. I care.
My cologne was put on.
I do thoroughly believe that men would die without women. I do think, like, for something, like, the women got exterminated and men had to fend for themselves.
Bees and women, the world would die.
I mean, obviously we built, because we're the ones that propagate and can give birth. But aside from that, but if we were just, if you guys even found out a way to give birth without us, you would still die. I'd be like, they can't take care of themselves. They just don't. They're hopeless.
Yeah.
Helpless and hopeless.
Right. But on the other side of that coin, women would you would have a problem if there were no men around.
No, we would thrive. No, I'm kidding. No, we would have a problem. We'd be like, oh, I can't get this jar open.
No, when I watch
I'm not having relish today.
Yeah.
When I watch
there's a spider. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
I guess I have to move, but
Before
I
he
can't carry
kills
these
me.
big boxes.
Yeah, I guess.
Women will be fine. I believe in women so much that they don't need us.
That's true.
It wasn't in your biological whatever that shit is.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. I think that. Look, I love men, and I do think that we complete each other. I do think the logic of men and the feelings, and I'm a spiritual person, and I do a lot of like reading, and I like Bible shit, and I don't agree with a lot of stuff in the Bible at all, but I will say this,
Bible
that,
shit.
that's Bible shit, but it was written by men, so you have to be skeptical of certain things, but like the logic from we help each other. We have the feelings, you guys lack that. You guys have the logic, we lack that. So it's like you come together, it's like boom. It's like Voltron.
Yin and yang.
We'll argue and then make love and then get shit done. And that's
yeah.
We'll create like an idiot and you ruin everything.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's what God wanted. Here's the thing is we're probably all gonna get canceled for this conversation. We're not allowed to be saying, someone's gonna hear this and Candice is homophobic. I'm like, I can't say that. I will get canceled for this though. So you guys know J.K. Rowling is like being dragged for she's been called transphobic. Have you seen any of this conversation on my Twitter?
Who did Harry Potter?
Yeah, she's the Harry Potter chick.
Okay.
So she's being called transphobic for saying that there's two genders.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Like there's two genders. She's being called transphobic for saying that.
People are like, for a woman who created an entire fictional world, you pretty close-minded.
Oh, you're telling me there are wizards, but you're telling me
you're telling me you could make up a sport called Quidditch, but you can't imagine a third gender?
What is the third gender? If there is more than male and female, what are we talking about?
I guess here we've had this conversation.
Have we?
Not us, but just me. I've been involved in this convo.
Oh, okay, yeah, please fill me in because I am genuinely confused.
What I'm saying isn't going to help at all.
I'm going to leave this conversation dumber.
Chaz is going to start with the reason why we have a problem with JK.
First, when I was Chazmina. No, I guess the thought is there is no gender. I guess that's what the thought is that there are. So I feel like everybody breaks genders down because there's like subgenders, right? There's so many different subgenders of gender now. But I guess the original idea is that there should never been a gender period in there. Gender fluid people would just be regular, and that had to be normalized as gender fluid or whatever that ideal is. That's all. I've had this convo a bunch of times with.
Yeah. Well,
so that's why, so there should have been no male or female in the beginning. Exactly. And I'm like,
no, but that's just what it is. Like it shouldn't have been, but that's what it is. So that's what we have. That's what we've been given.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree with if people don't feel. You can say I'm born a woman, but I feel more masculine. That's fine. I know people that say that, or vice versa, and that's also valid as well. But you're still within a gender. You're still that within this gender. And even so here's my question is you can say there's no gender, which is preposterous, but let's just say that you say that there's no genders.
Yeah.
Then why, if you are trans, why do you call yourself a trans man or trans woman?
See, I feel like I shouldn't be the one answering this question.
We need answers, Chaz.
You have a pussy, so.
I know him so well.
Okay, this is how you know that we're too free. because places that aren't free don't have these sort of issues. They're not thinking about,
No.
oh, how many genders are there? They're thinking about,
Where's my dinner coming from?
where's my next meal coming from?
Potato crops are gone.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to have to figure out this famine that we're going through. Meanwhile,
the goal, though, I guess the goal is to have so few struggles that everybody feels
oppressed.
Oh, I was going to say the opposite.
yeah.
But actually, that makes more sense. Is that is the thing that people want oppression?
Yes, there is oppression envy. There are so many people that, especially, I mean, it's mostly white people, of course, because I think everyone else aside from them have been oppressed at some point or enslaved at some point.
Right.
But yes, oppression envy is real as fuck. But the fact that we're having to have these conversations, and I'm just like, is it that big of a like literally 1% of the population is trans? So it's like, is this happening so frequently that that we need to have these conversations? I'm like, I'm just so confused as to who are these people that are so anti-trans? Because I'm just like, live your life.
Yeah. No, the gay community is very strong. They are strong. They've done way more than black communities ever. We marched twice ever. and they're
unified. They're unified in their gayness. Meanwhile, black people can't be unified even in their blackness, because Candice, you're lighter than me. Chaz, you're blacker than me. So both of you guys are trash.
Yeah.
Only people my shade are the right kind of black.
Right.
Like,
and the whole idea of even beefing within the black community of the colors, and like, Jesus.
No, yeah. I know.
Get over this shit.
I've been told that I'm not black my entire life while being black.
Yes. Join the club. Yeah.
By black people and white people. It's like, what
Join
the fuck, man? Yeah.
Yeah. And we wonder why we can't overcome
that bullshit. Been there.
Yeah.
You know.
But you guys.
I'm sorry. I enjoy tangerines.
and I pronunciate all of the.
I pronounce words correctly.
Right.
I'm sorry. I refer to the thesaurus for words.
I hate all those things you guys named, but I do. I do. Have you ever done this? This is the dumbest thing. Have you ever done frisbee golf? It's the whitest thing I've ever done. And
it looks fun, though.
It was great.
It looks fun.
I didn't think anything could get whiter than beer pong, but I think we found it.
No,
frisbee golf?
Frisbee, yeah, it's the dumbest thing. This one year I went back to Michigan with my white homies, and it was like, you want to go play frisbee golf? I was like, all right. And you stand in one spot and you try to get closest to the. I was like, this is the dumbest thing. But I'm in there.
In San Diego, there's a place. It's called Morley Field in San Diego, and it's a legit frisbee golf course.
Yeah.
And I've never driven by that place and the parking lot not be packed.
Yeah.
Like at all times in the day, it's packed. And that's how I know that, fucking life is not that hard when the frisbee, like it's not that bad. Or maybe it is bad, but you just really, you just take a couple of joints and get high and throw this frisbee around a giant ass park, and it's
frisbee golf, baby.
So wait, there's no like, you don't have to. There's no.
The golf ball is your frisbee.
What's this
golf
called?
club? Golf club.
There's no that, and there's no,
so they have holes. They have holes, but they're just like baskets that are attached to poles, and so you have to just try to get your frisbee into this basket.
It's
same rules, similar rules to golf too. Like the scoring is the same. Like it should take
basket. Why wouldn't it just be someone catching the frisbee, or instead of a frisbee having a basketball?
Because if somebody would have to stand out there all day and they die, then that would be close to the frisbee. This is why it's frisbee golf, because where it lands, right? You have to keep throwing it until you get it inside the cup, I guess.
Okay, this is not an asshole question. Are you familiar with the rules of golf, Candice?
Not at all. You heard me just say, what is this thing?
Okay, so that's why that question, okay. I thought you were being funny, and I was like, Well, you should ask first.
Yeah, no, I was like kind of being funny, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I was also happy. I almost called it a golf stick.
Yeah.
I love Madison and give it to her, Mal.
This is how detached I am from sports. I just found out a week ago that the Lakers were in the playoffs.
In the championship, yeah, in the final.
Yeah, my nephew who lives in Cincinnati had to tell me. Candice,
Yeah.
you know the Lakers. I was like, oh, they are?
That kid's got to be like 20 now, isn't he?
Oh, my nephew he's 22.
Wow.
He's a grown-ass man. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. I
Grown-ass man. You did. Wait. Oh, yeah, the farmer's market, the Hollywood farmer's market.
Yeah.
You still go there?
No, I was just trying to impress some girl. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I remember. It was your girlfriend. You weren't trying to impress.
Rice. Yeah. I give a shit. Oh yeah, I only eat the most organic. I'm 250, 570. I only eat the most organic of foods.
First of all, Chaz, they have trash food there too. Just FYI.
She was on this like super health thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I couldn't have imagined. Saturated foods. Oh. Yeah.
Sasha, can you believe that people use plastic bags?
All right.
Oh.
I've been on the straw movement way before.
Chaz is drinking out of
they got blue
straws.
outs over there.
My straws are made of eagle beaks, so that's what I drink out of. Yeah.
Chaz, you are an asshole.
I am.
It is funny the things that we do in pursuit of women. Oh yeah, I care about my health, girl, for sure.
Okay. First of all, Chaz, that was your girlfriend at the time. So I don't even know why you were trying to impress her anymore. She already knew. She was your living girlfriend. She already knew what this was.
I was back in North Hollywood. That's right. Wow, you're good, Candice. You got a great memory. I remember.
I've been in that apartment, and one of the funniest things, and I think I said this the last time you were on the podcast, but I'm going to say it again because it makes me laugh all the time. So we were shooting a sketch over. It was me, Chaz, and Ed, and we were working on just like shooting sketches.
Mm-hmm.
And we came up with this one sketch where it was me and Chaz. We were a live-in couple, and we had sex, and the condom broke. And then so the sketch was the next morning or however long after we had sex, and he's playing video games, and I come out and I'm like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, you know, the condom broke, so we need to handle the situation. And then the conversation just moves forward, and it gets to the point where I was like, well, we got to do something because I don't want to have to get an abortion. And he's like, well, how much does that even cost? I was like, $400. He goes, to kill a baby? Like that was an outrageous price.
What are they?
To kill a baby?
Have they tried other options? Yeah.
I could do it way cheaper than that.
Yeah.
I know a guy. He does it for $75.
So if I just poke it here somewhere, it can't be that tough.
Are there some stairs or something around here?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things ever. Do you have that video somewhere?
No, I don't. I don't know where. I think it might be in an email or something, an old email of mine. I'll have to go back. I mean, that was so long ago. That was around the time that I also found out through Chaz. Oh no, I think Ed, and then I think first time I watched it was at Chaz's place. That video, remember the black guy from that show Intervention? Who got reunited with his son for the first time in years after getting out of prison, and his son was just pouring his heart out to him, and the dad was just sitting there. He was just stoic, just stone-faced, just taking it all in with no emotions. And then his son was just like, because I love you. And then there's just like this pause. And then all of a sudden,
That's one of the greatest videos ever.
I think I do that. I do that cry. I think I was mocking it during my audition yesterday when I was supposed to cry. I was like,
what was your motivation for this?
That's the second funniest video that Candice has ever shared with me, because you shared that crying video with me. The first funniest video, if you're wondering, listeners, the first funniest video that Candice has sent me is the R. Kelly interview.
Who?
Well, who was interviewing him?
Toure.
Torres interviewing him, and he goes, "Do you, what is the question?" He goes, like, do you
Do you have sex with teenagers?
Yeah, it's like, and he goes, "No, what do you mean by teenager?" With a straight face, R. Kelly says, "No, okay, what do you mean teenager?"
Okay, what do you mean by teenager? And Toure's face is also a sight, because he was just like,
what do you mean? What do I mean?
I guess it's not a word that's up for debate, the definition. Like it's
like 13
you have,
19.
The definition is in the word, my friend.
Anything with a teen after a number?
Yeah.
Like a 20 teen or like a 12 teen?
it's not open to interpretation.
Not at all.
There's set rules. But I thought we were all.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Shoot.
Now,
I got my favorite thing of him is just killing with this shit. No, like I don't know.
wait, was that the Robin? Not
Yeah.
Robin. The interview?
Yeah.
That was the interview with Robin?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Some sister.
Yeah. Or was it Gail?
Might have been Gail.
Gail, Gail be loving to jump on getting black men in trouble. Oprah and Gail be like, "Who is there, a black man that's done some fuck shit? Let's interview him." Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Like
Gail.
what happened to y'all?
Man, don't get me started. Don't even get me started. Chaz asked why I'm glowing, and I will tell you guys it's because I went to Costco earlier this week.
The secret.
Stocked up on your coconut oil?
No, I just like, there's just something about Costco, man. Do you guys have memberships?
I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I got banned like years ago.
Wait, banned by your wife or banned by the establishment of Costco?
The Costco company and incorporated. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to hear this story.
Yeah, yes, please. Jasmine?
Well, it's not
Wouldn't
like
leave a sample stand? Is that what happened?
No.
No, I want one more.
So I didn't know you needed a membership to get in there, right? And
Uh-huh.
so they stopped me at the door. I really thought the dude was joking because it was a brother, right? He was like, "Hey, man, need your membership?" I was like,
He thought he was just fucking with you.
I was like, I got you playing. I said, so I go through. He's like, hey, man. I'm like, this dude is, this thing. So I'm like grabbing a cart and whatnot, and I'm going through. One security dude grabs me. He's like, "Excuse me, sir, did you show your membership?" And I was like, "What in the hell is y'all in this membership shit?"
What about?
I was like, "Nah, man." I was like, "Homie's playing."
You know the black card's not a real thing, right?
I'm telling him the security. I'm like, "Man, homie's clowning." He's just playing. He's like, "No, you need a membership ID." And I'm like, "Why would you need a membership ID to shop at a grocery store?" I was like, "That's dumb. I thought it makes sense." And so the dude walks me over and he shows me the different membership thing, and I was like, "Hey, look, I had a cart by now of stuff because while he's playing, I'm still just going through." I'm like, "Yeah, watch out, man. Can I get these plums real quick?" Right here. So anyway, long story short, I flipped the basket over is what happened. So because I was, like I said, this is at a different time. I didn't have the same
Temperament.
emotional maturity as I do now.
Flips the card over.
But I was trying to go through the checking thing, and they kept grabbing the cart from me, like trying to put my shit back, right? And I was like, "I was just trying to buy some goddamn groceries. Hey, you want the shit? There's your shit." And I walked out, and then I tried to get a membership later on.
And you're on their list?
Yeah, they had like pictures of me and stuff.
You're on their no shop list?
Wow.
This is like 2009.
This is at the Costco in your neighborhood?
Oh, they're all over the place. Yeah. So I'm in the valley. There's like 4 of them right around me. So my wife has a membership. She goes in.
Hilarious.
I do not.
As she checks to see if your picture's still there, she's like, "Yeah, babe, you're still on the list."
She knows about this story. I don't even.
And she's like, it's too embarrassing of a thing to admit to my wife. She might leave me.
Yeah.
It's just like, "Babe, I don't want to go to Costco today. I'm just not in the mood. Could you?" Yeah.
She's like, "How come you never want to go to Costco with me? You always make me carry both items by myself."
Right.
Oh no, I popped my thing out of my headphones.
That's hilarious. You should try to go back.
I did the same thing at a Ralph's once. Also, I flipped the card over. It was stuff.
Jasmine.
That's your move when you're frustrated.
It's because if you have stuff in there that rolls, it's really funny. You flip it over and roll, and then somebody's got to come pick it up and put it back. You know what I mean? They can't use that food anymore. So,
what other? Have you ever flipped a table, Chaz? Or like, did you just start with a grocery cart?
Started with tables. Wait.
Oh, I was like, is the table the gateway?
If I could have flipped the car, I would have flipped the car by now. Trust me.
He's like,
Chaz started with a checkerboard. Well, this is bullshit.
Where it all started, it was the gateway flip.
Yeah, I've definitely done chess boards, Monopoly boards. I'm a professional flipper.
I have a problem. It's in my family. It's hereditary. I come from a long line of flippers.
And not in no good way.
I feel like flipping this table right now. But now I have a much more better grasp on,
You're a father now.
Well, yeah, even before that, that'd be hilarious to flip her crib.
Chaz, I didn't know you had that kind of anger inside of you. Every time, you're always like so chill and you laugh at everything. Like, I don't think I've ever seen you angry.
So in high school, I graduated in 2003, right? In high school, I had to do anger management for a year because I got in trouble playing football. And this dude, I haven't seen the story in a long time. I was playing football. Football's a very aggressive sport, blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? And
that's where you have the little
golf stick. Yeah.
The golf stick, yes. Now I'm on the same page.
And this dude, he kept rubbing my balls like this and then smiling like that, right through his face mask. So the first time I stopped him beside the helmet, I was like, "Hey, yo, don't do that shit no more."
Wait, in the pile?
Yeah. Because I was kicking his ass. I was having a great game. Right?
Oh, no.
And so he did that the first time, and then I got a penalty, and I couldn't play for the rest of the half, right? No biggie, not my first penalty. As you've heard, I go off, right? So I come back in the second half, and having a great game again, and he does it again, and I took his helmet off, and I hit him with it, and I was like, yeah, and I tried to come back again, and then one of his guys got on me, started this huge dog pile. It was great. It was one of the best moments of my life. It was great. And then, but I couldn't play. I couldn't wrestle. They weren't gonna let me wrestle that season because he's like, he's a threat. He's out of control, right? And I'm like, but the dude was rubbing my balls like this, smiling. It's like, why is nobody listening to me? So I had to do this pass over time to wrestle, So, which was actually it was actually really good because then you learn like the stuff. Now, I do stuff because I think it's funny. You know what I mean? Flipping is hilarious. You know what I mean? At all.
I'm so surprised it didn't end up on World Star or something. Like it
was before all that was hot. YouTube was like back in 2008. It was before all that good stuff was like around. You know what I mean?
I guess no, but stuff started going viral back in
camera phones.
Back in 2006.
Camera phones weren't hot like that. You had to have a camera and put it up and upload it and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I guess
it wasn't that era. Like now, I'd have been all over the place. Actually, it'd be my thing that make me famous now. I just go to places.
It would be. He's that flipper. He's the guy that gets angry and loses his shit in retail locations. I will say I didn't. They did not stop me because I didn't have a membership because I used to have a membership and then I let it go and never went back. This was like 4 years ago. But then I was like, you know what? Costco. Like it came to me in a dream. I was like, I woke up and I was like, I think I need to go to Costco. I did. I was like, woke. I was like, end of the world's coming. Preparation.
Right.
And so I sat up and I was like, I'm going to go to Costco. And so I went just earlier this week. But I walked right in and no one even asked me to go in. They were like, let me see your membership. Is that my light skin privilege?
Maybe.
They're more low key about it at the front door now.
Okay.
They used to like back in the day. There was like they had the guy with the counter and he was clearly like trying to look. And now it's like sometimes they'll be texting on their phone or just be like whatever. Like I'm going over them because I'm black and I'm like I heard Chaz got dragged out of here. Here's my card.
I'm always like. I'm like, I'm giving you money either way. What's the big deal? Do you want the money or not? And they were like, no, we don't want your money.
Chaz, you don't get it. You get access to these low prices for the membership. They don't be charging regular ass prices in Costco. Do you understand that I bought a 10-pack of seaweed snacks for $8, Chaz? That shit be costing $3 a pack up in Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. I got it for $8.
Let me answer your question, Candice. He does not understand.
I have no idea.
Costco, a grocery store. So that's what we're dealing with here.
He did. They don't just sell laptops at a grocery store. They don't sell mattresses and coffins at the grocery store.
They don't sell the engagement ring I bought my fiance at a grocery store.
People get bulk caskets at Costco. That'd be hilarious.
The abortions that we were talking about cost $400. $125 at Costco.
You gotta bring 10 people.
And you get a pack of 4 of them.
Good for any time.
And you can come back if it doesn't take. You can come back and get it done again.
Right.
The anti-family pack of abortions.
The anti-family pack. It's like when you got to come back. Yeah, if your prescription glasses changes, come on back. We'll fix it up for you. Same thing.
Mal, I have to ask you, since you're a Costco member, Chaz, we've learned a lot about you today. This will be
my past transgression.
This will be the last time you'll be invited on this podcast.
I have a social justice group right now.
Free Chaz. Let Chaz shop at Costco.
Chaz should have a vlog where he goes and finally gets his Costco membership.
Yes.
It's like getting a Hollywood Walk of Fame. People around. Like the same
happy music being played as he gets his picture taken on the back of the car.
20 years later, we did it.
Somebody showing Chaz how to push a grocery cart from the hand.
Without flipping it.
Chaz is trying to push from the bottom where the wheels are.
No. We should do like a montage, a training montage. Him learning how to push a cart properly.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
everybody's just trying to get me before I get angry.
What's your Costco thing, Candice?
Oh, I was going to ask you, which membership do you have? Do you have the fancy premium one?
No, I got the regular.
Yeah, that's what I did. They'd be trying to upsell you, but I wanted to talk to you if you found it worth it or not.
I don't know if you have to be doing a lot of shopping at Costco for 2% back to make a dent, I feel like.
So my wife has the
she got the
business
black card? Yeah,
the business one, yeah.
Yeah.
So she does, like, every once in a while they'll send her a check. Right, but this is why this is bullshit to me. Because I go, this just means you shop there way too much, and you give them so much money.
Yeah.
They can give you $100 off your thousands you spend there.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like,
like
this is the ultimate. If they can afford this, like, you're losing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because all your money is going to them, and that's how I figured. They'd be trying. And I used to be in sales. I know about upselling. I used to work at a LASIK place, and I would talk people into getting like.
Are you sure you don't want your
butthole
LASIK? I thought this is for my eyeballs.
Your chart is showing that your eyes are 2,200. That's not great.
For those who don't know, the regular membership is $60 a year, and the exclusive, the elite, the gold one is like double, so it's $120, and then you get 2% back at the end of the year or something. But it's like, like we've said, you have to spend so much more, more
for that 2% to matter. Yeah.
If anything, like, it pays for your card membership you have to pay the year, you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I told her, like, that's the thing when she sees a sale on something, it's like, oh, this was 30% off, and I'm like, but you weren't even going in for that.
Yeah.
Like, they just got you for $70.
Look at Chaz. Don't use your stupid male logic. There's male logic and then there's sale logic, okay? And as a guy who hangs out with girls, I understand the struggle of having to fight the sale.
I couldn't pass that up.
But I saved 30%.
Yeah. You spent $70.
But you spent
that you weren't planning
70% that you weren't going to spend. Yeah, I know though, but it's the sale.
But I needed this.
All right. That's like,
You did not. You didn't need that at all.
I think the gold membership at Costco would make sense if the prices were even better if you got the gold membership.
Mm-hmm.
Prices are the same. You know what I mean? And that
Give me an
2%
extra
doesn't
like
seem to
20%
add up.
off.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me an extra percent.
I don't understand. Sorry for yawning there. I haven't slept in like 8 days.
Aw, really?
Yeah, I've just been trying to like during the quarantine, I took like 2 weeks off of like, because if anything, you go and hustle and I was like, it's everything slowed down. It's a time you can go catch everybody who's out. Nobody can work, right? Nobody can work.
Right.
So I was like, yo, I'm just going to do a bunch of work night and day, create a gang of content, and then, put everything on paper and just, it's paid off since, but I can't stop now. Now it's like, it got to a point, which is good, that people ask me for stuff and they hit you up, but now I'm like, I feel overloaded. And I'm like, all right, now, and I hate working, period. You guys have to know that about me. I hate working.
Yeah.
So I have to work night and day now to like try to keep up to people,
Chaz.
Because more than money, it's like your reputation. You know what I mean?
Chaz, why did you raise the bar for yourself? Like everyone's expectations of you were so low before. You did this to yourself.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea. And it's really not me at all. Like that's not a Chaz thing at all. So
this is outside of my character. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So now people call me like, hey man, how we looking with that project? And I'm like, I have to speak tomorrow, And then my eyes are just bleeding as I'm just typing.
He turns into what's his name, Jack from The Shining.
Yeah.
All work and no play. He murders his family. We're gonna be like, Chaz, that was so unnecessary. You could have just told him you quit.
Had to murder everybody. But I'm still available to work if anybody.
If anybody needs some mediocre work, I'm available.
I'm just tired all the time. I saw like my eyes were turning black here. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. I was like, I'm kind of dead. So
Chaz, that's not good.
I think being a hustler is good, but I think you have to understand that sleep is important and just.
Yeah. Even like the nights I can, like last night this is how I know it was bad because I actually slept 8 hours last night because the baby was gone also. And I was like, I haven't done that. I can't think of the last time I slept 8. That's crazy to me to sleep 8 hours. I woke up, it was 9:30. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
And then I get up, the whole day is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good place to be, to turn down stuff, because you're like, look, I need to put all my energy into this.
Yeah.
And also have enough energy to give myself.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a circle type thing, and you're gonna
you want to make sure
over at the end.
Right. Yeah. Because you try to make sure for the baby, right? I get up, we spend time with her, then I leave, then when I come back home, I try to make it about her. She sits around 9:30. She be trying to hang, and then I just go back and work. You know what I mean? It's like there's more to get done. Yeah. And then it's 1:30, and then I'm like, all right, sleep about 2. Then I wake up again, and she's up at 6. I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? So it's working on it.
Babies be getting up without an alarm clock, happy as shit.
Happy. She wakes up, hi. Like, what are you doing?
Like, oh, you don't know. You just are missing out. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, she wakes up and she's like, doo-doo. I'm like, you want to do Baby Shark right now? It's the first thing you think of? First thing.
Is it just me? Or is the night does it go by quicker in quarantine? Like, is it just me? Like, I feel like I go to bed and then I wake up and I'm like, that was it? Like, I feel like I was sleeping for maybe, it took a 2-hour nap.
Well, you're so used to being out at night. And you know what I mean? Like, you're so used to being out to, like, whenever. You know, especially you at the Comedy Store, like, you guys get late shows and whatnot, and it's like, I'm used to night being part of my day.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, it's so different. Like, sleeping through the night is weird.
It is weird.
Seasonally, too, though, the days are shorter and the night.
That's true. That might have something
to
do
do
with it,
so
too.
it's kind of like, it just creeps up on you, and then the daytime so it's moving.
When is daylight savings? It should be this month, right?
Oh, it's coming up.
It didn't happen already?
The 20.
Oh, wait, were you serious?
Yeah, because I just have my phone, and your phone does it automatically, so
Oh
I just
yeah,
like
no.
assume that it's
Now it's
like.
been an hour, hour. Where's everybody at?
Yeah, no, it hasn't. It usually doesn't happen until like end of October, early November. But yeah, no, it is weird. Something's weird. I don't know. I mean, everything's weird now.
I
What
love how
matters?
Arizona's like, we don't do that shit here.
Indiana doesn't either. Indiana, or is it? It may be just parts of Indiana, or all. I don't know if it's all of Indiana. But yeah, they stay the same.
You didn't grow up with daylight savings
I
time?
grew up in Cincinnati.
Oh, Ohio, same place.
I mean, they're right next to one another. I mean,
November
technically.
1st.
Yeah, there we go.
November 1st.
I mean,
at 2 a.m.
Not that it matters.
Yeah.
Because literally nothing will change.
Just,
Have you got a chance to go back home? Either one. Well, Matt, where you at? You're not in San Diego now?
He from home.
No, yeah, dude, I went all the way home to my mom's house
Oh, where's that?
in the country outside of San Diego. Me and my fiance, we're saving money to buy a house, and we're social distancing from the world.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't plan on going back on the road?
No, when society's open, yeah. But for now, I'm gonna try to.
Back now.
Yeah, people are.
Yeah.
Mal Hall is not. I'm not trying to catch this virus.
I feel you.
Like the president.
Yeah. Right.
And he survived because it's trash.
Yeah.
COVID is trash.
As much as I would love to work, I think you know this from firsthand experience now. It's like you kind of have to make your decisions a little differently because you have somebody who you're providing for, who is looking to you for.
You don't want to infect the whole family. We did a whole shoot, man. And we were all out. We weren't gonna, because we saw like Blackish and other places were going up, and then we had to have like one of those long, like the whole safety COVID thing. Like that was rigorous, like the whole COVID shit. You know,
protocols.
Yeah.
So we were all wary about it, but I mean, no one, out of maybe 100 something people, nobody got COVID. Nobody tested positive, because we were apprehensive about it. But then also I was like, yo, I don't know when this unemployment ends, so
right.
Actually, I think mine just ended. Like I had been on it since January, and then I had to write. I was on it before COVID because we had wrapped, and then I never went back to work. So I had been on longer than anybody.
This is kind of nice. I think I'm just gonna ride this unemployment.
I did unemployment for a solid 8 months, and it was like super unemployment at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like unemployment on steroids. Because I only planned for like a month, and then we're supposed to go back up in production.
Yeah.
And it was great, man. I did a bunch of stuff. I got into shooting guns. That was fun. I had no idea. It was my
I'm about to get a gun.
Yeah?
Yeah. Where should I go?
Walmart.
Yes, I'm planning for the end of the world.
Walmart.
Just Walmart? I feel like I should go to a gun store.
You gotta go to a gun store.
Or Walmart.
You can't go to Walmart. Not here.
Anyway. Wait, no, they probably have them at Costco, huh?
You get a 3-pack of guns.
I'm now the spokesperson for Costco.
Yo, when you do, let me know though, because I got
get a gun.
Since January. Like because I was, I've always been scared because we're black. You know what I mean? I'm like, what am I doing with a gun? I'm the instant threat number one. But I had some friends of mine who are also Negroes, and once they
Negroes.
They're like what they call themselves right-leaning independent. So I don't know what that means, but they're big on gun rights.
That's where that's probably where I would put myself right now is more right-leaning independent for sure.
Yeah.
So the left has pissed me off so much right now that I have nothing in common with them. It just makes me very angry. The hypocrisy and we can't say anything anymore. People don't realize how dangerous this is. Like you can't, like the fact that we're like being like, talking about trans stuff. Like, should I say? That shouldn't exist. That shouldn't be a thing. But it's going too far.
And I agree with you 100%. Because in one aspect, you want to be understanding, but at the same time, I'm like, cool. I can still make fun of it. Like, like why can't I make jokes about it anyway?
Exactly. Yeah. And the fact that you're saying we need to be treated equal, but we can't make jokes about you. Now, fuck that. If you want to be treated equal, we can make fun of everything and everybody. It's a joke.
They were pissed when they couldn't cancel Dave Chappelle. I was like, you can't cancel Chappelle. He's already been canceled and resurrected. Like you can't cancel.
Uncancelable. You can't cancel Chappelle and you can't cancel Rogan. It's not going to happen. These two are independent. They're like enterprises in comedy. You cannot take them out.
But they're also pirate ships for everything that is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But anyways, when you're ready to go bang bang, let me know.
I will. I want you to. Okay, so you take me. I want to go get a gun and then we'll go shooting too because I need to learn how.
Well, come shoot first, then get a gun.
No, I'm getting a gun regardless, so I might as well just get the gun.
But if you go shooting, you can see what kind of gun you want.
Gotta see what you like. And then some of them, because they're really hard.
Okay.
Like when you get like the pistol to like a revolver, you know, I don't know which one you've been looking at, but
I want a cute one. I just want one that's like,
my God.
that's like, pew, pew.
Oh my God. A bang, 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 just like a cute one.
I want one that like matches my face mask and my purse and my Yorkie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's hilarious. That's a very dope bit.
Does Cardi B sell a gun? I want one that looks like that.
The Fashion Nova gun?
Yeah, one.
That's hilarious.
One that's like click, whap, click, whap.
I was like, oh, I'm a hypocrite.
You mean a super soaker, Ken?
A super soaker. She can sell a wet ass pistol. This pistol will wet your ass. No.
Let's go shoot.
I will text you that. I'm not even playing. I'm not playing at all. I'm getting strapped for 2020, 2021. What was it? Oh, speaking of guns, since we've covered none of the topics. But I prefer this. I really don't want to talk about topics. Yeah. I just want to like riff and have fun. And if we like lose steam, I want to pull out a topic. But I wanted to talk to you about the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez shooting incident. Do you guys know? You guys have heard about this, right, Mal? It doesn't really sound like news, Mal. Mal doesn't go on Gossip like Chaz and I do. I get all of my news from Gossip.
You go to the shade room every morning? You don't sit on the toilet and go through world? No? I lost audio. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. You guys are not making noise right now?
Candice was laughing and catching her breath. Yeah, I was holding my face and going no.
I think sometimes when like everyone's talking at the same time, it just gets clogged and
Zoom is just like
Yeah, Zoom is just like we can't.
Hold on, let me log into the shade room.
There you go.
Oh, is this the first time you're going to be on the shade room now?
Yeah, it's not even auto-filling for me.
Do you not follow them on Instagram? It's so.
Oh yeah, it's
so good.
Great ratchet theater.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know. I mean, it's just, at least if anything, just to make fun of. I go like, "Hi, this is what's happening with the Negroes." Is it?
Yeah, it's a check-in every once in a while.
Gotcha.
Let's see what's going on.
And then I hang out and talk to so many like Black folks in general. You know, it's funny. My white number of like friends have gone down since quarantine. You know, it's like it's because I was doing improv heavy. You know, and so so doing stand-up wise, you know, you gravitate to, you know, the Black rooms, blah, 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 all that good stuff, especially in LA. You know how it is, right? And then I was doing improv. They were, you know, everybody was white. And so now I haven't been doing improv since probably like 2 years now since I had the baby. I was like, I don't talk to any white people anymore at all. It went down like dramatically. I'm like, I don't know what's happening in the world of whites. But yeah, Meg Thee Stallion got shot. You niggas say about me? This is a travesty. We need to protect Black women. You know?
I just found out. So I don't think there was anyone ever really knew the exact reason why he shot her. But I think what the story is is she just tried to leave his car. They got into an argument in his car. She tried to leave, and he shot at her feet.
Yeah, I guess it was like a shot and it ricocheted and she got a fragment into her foot or something like that.
Looking at it looked like it didn't necessarily look like a gunshot wound to me. It looked like it could have been from other things, but yeah, she did it. She went online and said, "Yeah, he shot me."
Yeah.
So
if I hear a gunfire and then I'm immediately after, I'm assuming you shot me also.
For sure.
Yeah, and then it was shrapnel. So she got hit with shrapnel, and it's like, what are we in a war? Like we get hit with shrapnel? I should get hit with shrapnel in Hollywood.
Yeah. Were you shooting a grenade? What happened?
Yeah, shrapnel.
Why are you shooting at a woman who just is trying to leave your car? Is my question. Like, this is problematic.
And everybody's like, "Have you heard his album? He explains everything." I'm not album after this.
Wait,
I'm not
he
giving
shot
him a
her.
stream so I can learn the. This beat is cool though.
Right.
Wait,
the jurors are all like, track number 7 explains it all.
Wait, does it really?
I don't know if it's track number 7. I didn't listen to the album.
No, but it does explain. Like, he does have a song that like explains what happens.
He just denies it in different ways, I guess, throughout the album.
He tweeted. He said, "This goes to show he makes no sense." He says, "Well, first of all, I don't like his name.
Yeah.
His real name is Daystar." Daystar. I was like, first of all, you should have just stuck with that.
That sounds like a rap name.
Yeah.
Like, Tory Lane sounds like the real name.
Exactly. And also, I don't agree with the spelling of Lanes because it looks like Lanez, Lanez.
Right.
Like, it's phonetically, that's Lanez. Okay, so
Candice,
I don't like
if you
any
said
of that.
that shit in front of Tori,
He would shoot me.
bang bang. That's all you would hear.
It wouldn't be shrapnel neither. It would have been direct.
Spell this. Bang bang.
You know, I have a problem with him. I don't like, I don't know, embraces, I don't know, I don't like it. But I don't trust him, I don't like him. He said in a tweet, which lets me know I can't trust this motherfucker, because it doesn't make sense. He says, because he got charged now. Finally, he got charged of felony assault for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. And then
only for 2 months, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Please don't get me started. and the truth will come to light. I have all faith in God. You shot a woman and are now saying, I have all faith in God. And then says, I have all faith in God to show that love to all my fans and people that have stayed true to me and know my heart. A charge is not a conviction. If you have supported me or Megan through this, I genuinely appreciate you. How are you saying if you supported me and Megan? You the one that shot her.
We together.
My boo. Ladies, that's how you know a man loves you.
Yeah.
If you piss a man off and he don't try to shoot you, he don't love you. That's love.
If your man hasn't put shrapnel in your body.
I shoot my wife every morning. Right in the shoulder, in and out.
And she keep coming back. That's the test of a good woman.
I patch it up for her
because I'm a gentleman.
And I kiss her on the cheek, slap her on the ass.
Oh boy!
Right?
You know, that is we're joking about it, but unfortunately, I do see that in the Black community that a lot of men do think that like the sign of a good woman is how much bullshit she can put up with. Yeah. Like I done cheated on her 17 times this month, but she's still with me, yo. She's still with me. You know, she ride or die.
Right.
That's a real one.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you know, she doesn't have to. And a lot of Black women think that, I have to behave and put up with that because that's what makes me a good woman. And it's like, no, it doesn't.
When Serena started dating the white dude, so here's my thing with I'm in an interracial marriage. My wife is Mexican, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So she's I call it black light because she's very pro-black for some reason. She's made pro-black. Like, Jesus, what are you doing?
Like she likes Black people more than I do. I can't even explain it.
There's no doubt about it. She does. She grew up in I think she grew up in South Central LA, and so when I think she didn't speak any English for years or whatever. She's a first generation, and then when she got here, by the time she was 7 or 8, I think she was going to all Black schools, and then it was just niggas. So all her friends are just like and not like I said, they're not just like Black people. They're from South Central. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
we know what you're.
granted,
We know what you're trying to say.
We're picking up what you're putting down, my friend.
Want to give him credit because all her friends
They're from South Central.
Yeah. All her friends have college degrees though, so I'll give her credit. Like some are doctors and everything. They're all very successful.
Yeah.
In the hood.
Okay. They always order orange soda.
With no ice.
With no ice. It's cold enough.
So she's all into, the movement, Black issues, and then I'm always just like, I've been here before, man. I know how this goes.
Yeah.
We've done this. But anywho, my thing with the church. So even now, even when I see like a Black dude and a white woman, a part of me still goes, right? I can't help it. I don't know why. It's ignorant and it's dumb. There's no doubt, but I still go, right?
Yeah.
But when I saw Serena with the white dude. I was like, she had been with Common and Drake and all these other, Black rappers and Black dudes, and she got with a white billionaire. I was like, I get it. You done enough.
Oh, I'm surprised after dating Drake, she'd have just become a lesbian. Like, because that's when it's just like, okay, this is.
He tried way more than she did.
Yeah, for sure he did. But I couldn't imagine.
I'm just like, just give it a try. You gave it the old college try. Did it. And then I was like, I get it, homie. It's
literally hard. A conversation I have with my Black female friends on a regular basis. Like, is this the month where I go white? Is this the month where I try it? Is this the month? Because I've like dabbled in it in like in junior high. I had a boyfriend in 8th grade who was white. That lasted 3 weeks, and then he dumped me over the phone. I will never forgive you, Chad Scott. And what if I was still mad?
And letters and shit.
The only reason why I'm famous is to get back at him.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I will show you.
As you thank God for your Oscar for best film. And lastly,
I'm here.
You dumped me in 8th grade over the phone, you sexy. You spineless sexist piece of Put it down.
Just get as petty as Michael Jordan did when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame, where he brought up that guy who got chosen over him. That's a huge red flag of a psychopath, just FYI. You can't let shit like that go. Woo! But yeah, no, and then I dated a white guy very briefly when I was like in my early 20s, but I can't even say dated. Like, we didn't even like sleep together yet. We just dated for like 3 weeks, and I found out he was a pathological liar. And I haven't been back since, but not for any specific reason, but it is a conversation that I have with my single Black female friends regularly.
You know what I noticed though? So I've noticed that I've dated the spectrum, the color spectrum, the rainbow. I've dated the rainbow.
The whole wheel.
The whole wheel. And you know what? I haven't seen, there's definitely things that a white girl did not know. we were in some movie, and she was like born in Russia, right? And then but she had been here like most of her life, pretty Americanized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were watching, and that trailer for Selma came on. Right?
Oh no.
And she's watching the trailer, and they're doing what they did to niggas in the 60s.
You to be more specific.
They're doing the thing. Flipping tables and whatnot.
Right.
Spraying water hoses and whatnot.
Yeah. Beating us with golf sticks. You got it. And she was watching this. She was watching this trailer, and I can tell she had no idea about this.
Like, this story is wild.
Oh, wow. How did she know? She didn't know about civil rights?
Bro, she watched it. She was like, oh, my God. Oh, did that happen? And I was like, all right, this isn't going to work. I can't explain.
Listen, Svetlana, it said based on a true story. So, yeah, that happened.
He's such a king. He grew up. Why did they call him a king? Oh my goodness.
Martin Luther King Jr. was a fictional character.
Led all Black people to freedom. He's like
he's in the Marvel universe too. It's Martin Luther King Jr., right. Black Panther.
Oh, that was Black Panther. He's from Wakanda? Yeah. I was like, at that moment, I was like, okay, there's, they are.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. I have to go all the way back.
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
I am gonna smash one more time, but this is over.
We didn't break up then. I didn't say that. I just knew we were gonna be marriage wasn't in the plan. I knew we were done though. Like I knew it wasn't going any further.
Mal, do you have to explain to Carlene what civil rights is on a regular basis?
No, she gets it. She gets it.
I was like, this is I should explain this.
It is funny though that Chaz says that your wife is like super pro-black, because my mom is the same way. Like my mom is Japanese, but she, with a straight face, with energy, will tell you that in a past life she was an African princess.
She has 4 kids by a black man. She's
my mom,
clearly pro-black.
She signed up for the struggle.
My mom has a painting of just a random black woman. It's a beautiful painting, but it's just a black woman on the wall.
Yeah.
Just like, it doesn't go with anything else. She's just like, I like this. Like, yo.
It is me. That's
yeah, that was me in a past life.
Is your mom, is she from Japan?
No, she's from Honolulu.
Okay.
But my grandma is from Japan.
Cool.
But
speaking any of it?
No, my mom is like pretty Americanized.
Mm.
Like her other sisters that still live out there, they speak fluent Japanese, but my mom is not. Not that one.
She speaks Ebonics.
Yeah. My mom has a premium account to the Shade Room. My mom is well versed in the Shade Room.
Your mom is the Japanese Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah. My mom clap talks me in the morning, every morning. Good morning, Mal.
That's hilarious, yo. That's crazy. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were half Japanese. I'm just
She was like, but I didn't see any nunchucks. How could you possibly be Japanese?
What's your favorite anime? Just dumb shit.
That's how I stir my orange soda, with my nunchucks.
He's pronouncing all of his L's properly. I had no idea. He said hello instead of hero, and I was, there's no way this man could be half Japanese.
People guess you're Asian right away?
Yeah, I mean, Black people always know that I'm mixed with something. And depending on where I am in the country, determines like how they ask.
Yeah, what's the way you was like, you don't ask like that? That was really inappropriate.
Nigga, what are you? What is you?
Yeah.
Most of the time they're just like, what you mixed with?
Yeah.
They're like, you're Black, but you're cut with something. What's in there?
The nigga was hilarious. Nigga, what are you?
What are you? And it was like before I was culturally aware of like what question was being asked, so I was like, huh? It's just like the whitest answer possible. Whatever do you mean, sir?
Whatever do you mean?
I am a human. I'm a man. I'm a lot of things.
Was your dad super pro-Black?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
So pro-Black, he left all of them.
He was physically abusive, and then he left. He was born and raised in Alabama, like deep South, deep Alabama, and we grew up in San Diego. And he told me, I forget what grade it was, whatever grade we learned the civil rights movement in California, whatever grade that was, pretty early. And he was like, now remember, you don't trust these white people as far as you could throw them. And I'm this little kid. I was like, first of all, that seems like a lot to throw them. And then second of all, I was like, but Martin Luther King says, judge people on how they treat you. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to judge people like that. And he's like, we'll see how far that gets you. And I was like, yeah. And now I've like, 72% white friends. Like, it's fine. It's like when you don't grow up in the South, it's like different than, you know.
Right.
Uh,
Right. You have no control over their environments.
yeah.
My grandfather told me Martin Luther King was a faggot. So
Oh my God.
that was as far as that convo went. So
Wow.
I'm not gonna say he was that, but I definitely am a Malcolm X fan myself. Over
yeah, he
Martin
was
Luther
just
King.
like, yeah, that's how you gonna take it. Well,
Yeah.
faggot. So
Yeah.
Jeez.
like, cool.
Look, MLK did not have Black people's best interest in mind until at the very end. Because he was working for white people. I don't know if you guys knew that. He was working for white supremacists.
All I knew was about the political deals and some money. That's all I really knew about. You know, other
Yeah. Most people don't know this, but he didn't decide to actually tell people what Black people needed to do till the very end, and that's why they killed him. It's because he was then he almost teamed up with Malcolm X, and they killed him before he could do that. That's when he was starting to empower, because everyone's like, peaceful protest. That's what Martin Luther King Jr. was all about, and it was like, yeah, but that's because he was being told by white people to say that.
Right.
Malcolm X was like, kill these motherfuckers. He was like, we need to fight back. Like, we need to take back what was ours. Like, and so Martin Luther King then at that point his last speech was about Black empowerment, about we need to keep money in our own communities, and white people did not like that, and they killed him. And so.
And I know he was trying to, like, he was doing something big with, like, the unions, not just, like, Black unions, but, like, all union workers.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then.
Yep. And they were like, no, we're not having this no more. He's a loose cannon now, so we got to take him out.
They were like, click, whap, and his ass was.
Yeah.
Dream forever.
You know what's funny is I feel like this is why I always love working with Candice, because there's not many people you can. Like, I never get to have my dark sense of humor out or just say inappropriate things. But Candice is always my kindred spirit, because I was like, hey, I got this Martin Luther King joke. Cheap. And Candice would be like, hilarious. No matter, it was never too dark.
Nothing was ever too dark for me. I'm like, the darker, if it's the darker it is, and you can make it funny, it impresses me so much. I'm like, if you can make cancer funny.
When Candice had the sketch a long time ago called Club Abortion, remember that? You remember that?
What?
Yeah, we were doing a sketch show years ago, and Candice had pitched this sketch called Club Abortion, which was them turning an abortion clinic to the club.
Wow.
Like, we'll work together.
Why does having an abortion have to be so dreary?
Come on, the Club Abortion.
The cover covers the cost of the abortion.
For the baby.
Ladies' night.
Every night is ladies. It was the funniest, super inappropriate thing, and I was like, yeah, she gets me.
I forgot about that.
I don't get to do that, man. Like, every other show I work on, like, especially like sitcoms, bro, you got to be like happy endings and nice. You got to keep it clean. I don't get to ever unleash.
Yeah.
My real thought.
The real Chaz. Cart flipping Chaz.
Cart flipping Chaz.
I never get to. I'm always just like, all right.
Bro, you should tell that story on stage. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I never.
About not being able to go to Costco.
About it. You're just like, oh yeah.
But that's a lot of stories that we have that we've experienced in our lives. We just go, oh, that was just some shit that happened. Right. So you don't find it funny until, like, sometimes other people have to tell you, like,
you.
Right.
Like, that's hilarious.
Getting blacklisted at Costco.
First of all, the innocence of you not knowing that it was a membership store, and then the end result being so angry.
I swear, bro. I was like, man was like, hey, what a membership. I was like, nah. Crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That was new to LA. I was like, these guys love a good time around here.
Oh my God. Yeah, no. Speaking of good times, guys, this was fun, but we have to wrap up.
What
I
already?
know it's been over an hour.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah. Chaz is like, oh yeah, I have a kid too. I forgot.
Yeah, I was supposed to be somewhere at 2:30, so whatever. 30 minutes away.
Oh man, this has been so fun. I love both of you. You guys, thanks for tuning in. I love all
Thank you.
my subscribers and viewers. One more time, if you have not subscribed to this podcast, make sure you do that. We're on all podcast platforms.
Do it, or I'll come
posting
flip your car.
Wait, did something just flip over?
No.
Chaz gets to the point where what if he became an X-Men, but all he could do was just flip over carts? Not anything, just carts.
I would do it when those guys are taking the long ones. I'd be like,
Oh, I hate both of you. What was I going to say? Subscribe on YouTube. I'm posting these videos there. Make sure you subscribe there and rate and review us on iTunes. And if you haven't told someone about the struggle, you're enjoying this. Even if you're not, tell somebody about it. You don't know what they might like. I'm just like Candice on social media. One more time, Mal, where can everyone find you?
Everybody, just subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mal Hall TV. YouTube.com/Mal Hall TV. And
I'm gonna
That's
go
it?
find you.
That's
both
it.
right now.
And Chaz, where can people find your cart flipping tutorials?
Well, you can go to Laugh at Chaz on YouTube. I'm Chaz Rodgers on IG. You can, I'm just gonna be on other people's stuff. This is what I do. I just tour around. I'm gonna follow you both right now. I don't think I followed.
You don't follow.
I think I follow you, Candice. But
I was gonna say, I think we've been following each other for years.
Yeah. It's Mal Hall TV.
Yeah, on YouTube.
I'm on it, man.
When are you back on social media, Mal?
I'm gonna fire up my old Instagram there on November 1st. And that's at Mal Hall, everybody. November 1st, I make my big comeback that no one cares about.
What am I spelling wrong on here? I can't have
MALHALL.
I guarantee he spelled Mal with 2 L's.
Yep.
No, I spelled Mal right. I spelled
Hall wrong?
Yeah.
With 1 L. It's
Tricky.
always
Hall?
one of them. It's either Mal Hall or Mal Hal.
Right, I'm subscribed.
Or Mal Mal. All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks
Later,
for being
guys.
here. Love you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.